So there is a new moon in 2 days, Monday, May 26th at 8:02 p.m. Pacific. This new moon is in the Rohini Nakshatra. If you're not familiar with Vedic astrology, that is the Taurus constellation, one of them, and it's called Rohini. But in Western, of course, it's happening in Gemini. The Vedic astrology is attuned to the stars currently in the sky, and it is something that is valuable to learn alongside Western astrology because it offers so much nuance and depth that you're not always going to get from one mode of astrology. So I want to introduce that fact first, and because often I'm using Western astrology and I know it is the most commonly discussed format for astrology on social media. But Vedic, I know it's out there and it's growing and there's an audience for it, but I want to introduce this because I'm weaving it in with the symbol of Rohini and the Hexagram 27, which is the hexagram that came up today. And I want to just state three important things. That although this new moon can provide a lot of energy towards what we're harvesting in the next 6 months, it is super important to spend the next couple of days just before to release any beliefs or thoughts that you think is holding you in a certain negative state or even cycle of thoughts. Whether you feel you're protective or and it's not even negative. It can even be that you're yearning for success. You really want something and you feel that it's going to take a lot and you're focused so much on how can I make that happen. What I want to point out is that right now we're being asked to discern between what our ego desires, which can be influenced by external pressures, by the need to, maybe we don't know it consciously, but have power over others around us, or to feel that we don't need anyone, whereas we are communal creatures and we do need each other. And so this new moon is asking us to, the energy really right now is asking us before this new cycle to focus on what our soul really needs, what actually nourishes the life force energy in our soul energy, and what makes us feel alive, what is heart-led. Because it's not really about obtaining success. It's not about reaching that desire or fantasy that you have that you want to manifest so bad. It's not about that. It's actually about living your soul's truth, which is expression from the heart and the divine, and that feels good and that will support your life force energy. If you feel depleted, if you feel like you're getting sick, or you feel tired, sluggish, this can come from negative thoughts intruding, which can be quite parasitic in the aura, and it can feel like a little gnat like gnawing away, and it's just like making you think of all these things, and it's guiding you to do these things that is protecting the self, the ego self. And it's not to separate the ego as is bad and like the soul is good. It's that the ego wants to protect itself, and it has these strong desires, whether to retaliate, whether to feel safe, whether to feel like we have more power over others. It comes in to convince us that we need these things that actually aren't going to serve us in the long run. So what's really important that I want to bring up is that, are you spending time doing things that is actually nourishing to the soul, that isn't done for some sort of external goal that is surrounding status, power, and money, that it's actually, it just feels good. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's your heart is open and you feel satisfied and you feel truly energized from the inside out. It's not even about what you're eating or what you're doing. In fact, those things are important and they do take care of you, but it's like, are you taking the time to actually show up for devotion, for understanding, for taking a moment to reflect and see the light and love in the people around us, and actually give them that time of day to acknowledge the people around us, to acknowledge yourself, to take that time, that hour, to do something just for you, because it is your offering, it is your service. It's not selfish. It's not a distraction. It is actually giving you what you need in order to get the results you truly want.